Hello, my name is Baldy Shorts, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. Okay. I set our veggie plate down on the table next to the two other veggie plates. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. What was that noise? Why was that noise the noise that they used? Welcome, I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy, they're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Kirsch? Wait, where's Kirsch? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no, it's the one from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to. Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Valdi, and his daughter, Amanda. Hey. I'll shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh God, this is awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. Ha ha ha. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the tables. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. That is my daughter right there. That is what I would do as well. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad, who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad, they're going to talk to me about the weather. Go, do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who's throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second, all these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be, right? I'd better investigate. Okay, who we talking to? Is it burger time? Let's see. Matt, Hugo, and Craig, I think, would be a fun one. Whoa. Look at all these fine men. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place. And to try and take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be very busy talking about that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Talk to Craig, listen to Matt and Hugo. Talk to Craig. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems to be a little bit more attentive to my existence. How'd resistance training go the other day? Great! Little Rivers here is a great teacher, aren't you, tiny bro? Craig grabs River's arm and waves them around. You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm so sorry for pooping on you. She must be a handful at that age. Oh, they always are.
Hey.
But it's so worth it. Craig grabs River's arms again and waves them around. Oh, she got a little smile on her face when that happened. Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. So how are you settling in? Almost done. The new place is perfect. I never get too comfortable. This one? There's still a few odds and ends to take care of before I can really call myself settled. But I think I can upgrade the situation to livable. We did livable throughout the entirety of college. Yeah, my goal was for Amanda to live in the sort of life that didn't involve eating spoonfuls of ranch dressing as a palate cleanser between different types of pizza. She still does, though. Hey, she takes after her dad. Valdi, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? Oh, look at that cool little girl. It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Am I cool now? Oh, he looks great. Look how great he looks. Oh. The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Hey. Hey, Valdi, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and your teacher?
Whoa.
Hi! Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way to the conversation like a champ. That's bisexual energy. What a great representation for Pride Month, everyone. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
What?
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Sweet Manchego.
Sweet Manchego. Ernest Hemingway Vega. Are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Hey.
Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sprinkler down Joseph's pants. Or sparkler, that said sparkler. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half my yard, too.
I don't know.
Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. I mean, you named this kid Ernest. It's 2000 whatever, and you named your kid Ernest. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Valdi, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. I actually met an Ernest at my job today. That's weird. Ernest looks away, sulking. His hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Ernest! Okay, I'm in the 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest! Oh, yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in a corner. Well, that was certainly something. Sorry, this is a lot of talking. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. And as much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it.
Oh.
I mean, I think as a dad and as a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm as cool as a cucumber. See, that right there, you can't say that.
Oh.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey.
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine that we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but at the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18, and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me in earnest.
Oh.
Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when we won't be like that. Is college when that happens?
Hey.
Don't let us eat up your time, Valdi. Go meet some other people around the neighborhood. Let's talk to Robert and Brian. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-upped by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Valdi, how the heck are you? Settling into the new neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks really great in high def. Oh boy. Valdi, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely the outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like this. I bet she loved it.
Oh.
And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside, making art. She won a local competition for art. Yep.
Oh.
Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years, not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have Wait, what happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build them tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle, and then when the rope bridge snaps. You could see the bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and I'm here with my dear Fred bleeding out from in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I got a fireman carry a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you. There were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brother in arms. And that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river, and he lost a flip-flop. I miss that kid. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghosts locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brakes, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert. Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah. Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirits after him. Yeah, it's such a quality reality TV. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, Desi, I found us a couple bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over the... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. That's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Yeah. Okay, but not an actual fire, because we're playing pretend? Yeah. Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda is just sort of that way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he is not trying to one-up me at this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age, too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people, too. Oh, ho, ho, kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. They do seem to be getting along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishment is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. Okay, the last two. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. I hate that. Oh. I hate it. I know this is supposed to be like a sexy dad simulator, but it's too early. We're at a barbecue. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warm in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. Yeah. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Valdi, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second, I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood.
Hi.
Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back, I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as a twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Ah, pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. I love him. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twins appear. They are speaking in unison? Hey! Won't you come play with us? Come play with us forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think it might have taped over the VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Of course they watch VeggieTales. Of course they do. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time at the rodeo. It's my fourth.
Come on.
I've squeezed 4 little. Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great.
Oh.
I'm sure he's fine. Mary. Okay, geez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucian, have I introduced you to Valdi yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yup. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you... The way I said burgers is awful. I'm sorry. Did you know that some people in the Victorian area were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad...
Yeah.
That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like a bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo?
Yes.
Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine?
Oh my.
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelet, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healed up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. I assume Navy or Army, based on the anchor. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. What is he, SpongeBob? You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique.
Oh.
You probably didn't know this, Valdi, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrillevable. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake.
Oh.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop! All the children at the party blew the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright, guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans, and we all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. I would kill for a cheeseburger right now. Okay. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're really happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Okay, Hugo's little lines sound like they're in like a really an empty room, and it's just reverberating around him. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing.
Oh.
Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book? Dad Book? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Well, I got an achievement for that. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. I felt like I was at a networking event. I wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice Road Truckers. You and Daisy seemed like you were having a way better time than I was. Because we were! Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book. Maybe I will if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Run through all the finish lines. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody really wanted that. Seems like nobody was really into that cauliflower. Any big plans for the evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh, is that okay? Of course, just keep me posted. And be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices, of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I never will do that. Okay, do you have any plans tonight? My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff. See how long I can sleep for. Throw a party. A real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly, it's looking tight, and you might just have to wait in line. I know the guy at the door. I'll get in no problem. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I could never just tell my parents that I was like, hey, I'm going out, bye-bye. I could never do that. I was not allowed. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I also didn't have my own car, so. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roast rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that, although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire like he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon, unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and to drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decided to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Dad. Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, I guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew, and you didn't even respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Huh? Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I don't like your attitude. I have the right to be concerned. I was scared. You weren't responding, and it was just like when your dad... I have to stop myself from tearing up. Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. All right. I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to my... That was really sad. That was a really sad moment. Geez, as I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it, and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I'm sorry for freaking out on you. I trust you'd make good choices. Good. I'm sorry for freaking at you. You're an adult now. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up. Team shorts? Team shorts. Amanda gives me a hug. You want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them? Already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes me to wash the pan. All right, I'm off to school. What do you... It's Sunday! It's Sunday! What is the time in this game? All right, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Yesterday, the barbecue was on Saturday. They said that at the beginning of the game. The barbecue was on Saturday. How is it Sunday? How is it school now? How? Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? It's a social media platform. Wait. What? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda. I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dad Book profile on my own. All right, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple minutes setting up my profile on Dad Book, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. All right, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Okay, on a Friday night, you are most likely to polish and sort my coin collection, Netflix and grill, baby. Fall asleep watching the History Channel, torment my children with dad puns, sink into a blissful oblivion. Netflix and grill, I guess? If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My trusty grill, the lost shaker of salt, Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes, a boat, obviously. I don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. This one. What are your turn-ons? Why is this in the Dad Book? Why is turn-ons here? It's not supposed to be a dad dating profile, I think. Strong dad arms, tennis shoes with long white socks, well-manicured lawn, street smarts. Street smarts! Top tier grillmanship, comfortable with crying. Oh, I know these are for certain ones, but street smarts, I guess. What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and instructionals, salty boat captain, pro skater who's also an astronaut, a good father, the president of space. What's your favorite movie genre? War documentaries, Sean Connery's entire filmography, anything on Laserdisc, romantic comedies, whatever will make me cry, old comedies that haven't aged well. Okay, romantic comedies, I guess? I don't know, man. What's your ideal date? Why is this on Dad Book? Napping together, doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together, eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m., trying to geocache, but getting hopelessly lost, arson, being emotionally vulnerable. Trying to geocache, I guess. That sounds fine. What do you never leave home without? A sensible cardigan, my sick vape, my book of word jumbles and a pen, a cool knife, my crippling low self-esteem. I frequently forget my phone keys and wallet at home sometimes. My crippling low self-esteem. I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, if I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill, when I can next get a cup of coffee, lawnmower modifications, conspiracy theories, obviously. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day here just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All of these dads seem really pretty interesting. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad.
Welcome. You've got Dad.
Okay, we're into Dad Book. What is this? Hi, Valdi, it's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dad Book. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messengers from other dads, like myself. Take care not to miss them. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there. I wanted to thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed that video, please leave it on the like below. If you would like to see more of my content, please subscribe. And if there's any games you'd like to see me play, please leave it in a comment below. Please remember that you are valid, I care about you, and I can't wait to hang out with you in the next game. Bye-bye!